Happy Monday, Joe. Yeah, we are looking at some cloud covers, some reduced visibility, some patchy fog across the Ozarks. It's actually become a little more dense here in the Springfield metro, a sign that temperatures have dipped toward those dew points. So you're going to want to allow for maybe a bit of extra time on your commute as you head on out. That's going to be with us probably through mid-morning. The winds are not going to be all that strong, not going to be able to mix up the lower levels of the atmosphere. Seeing that low cloud cover throughout eastern reaches and northern communities here in the Ozarks and the color 10 viewing area for that matter, even some flurries off to our east. We're not going to see any of those here, I'm not thinking, but we do have that low cloud cover, that fog, 4-mile visibility in Springfield. It is more dense to our north and west, so take notice of that if you have to head on out. Temperatures are below freezing, so that means we could have some of that fog freezing on contact on your windshield, your windows. Have the ice scraper, 29 in Monette, 30 on the dot in Camdenton, Lake Ozark, 31 currently in Ava. So that's our big headline this morning on the commute. The fog going to be with us, but then we're dry, quiet through the evening, which will be nice. If you're outdoors playing, temperatures are going to be warming up nicely, a little bit above average for this time of the year, back into the 40s by later on this afternoon under a lot of sunshine. Once those clouds leave us, it will be quite the nice day. And if you want to finish decorating, didn't get to put the finishing touches on, look at these nice days ahead. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're back into the 50s and 60s, but we are tracking some changes for the latter half of the work week, and we'll get to that here in that final look at the 7-day, Joe, in a little while here.
We have some new information on a homicide that happened in Stone County yesterday. Authorities have named the victim as 27-year-old Nathan Johnson. Deputies with the Stone County Sheriff's Office responded to Blackberry Lane on the edge of Crane last night and found Johnson shot to death. Shortly before 9 o'clock, a 23-year-old suspect turned himself in. No charges have been filed at this time right now as this investigation is continuing. We've also got a look at some political coverage happening for you right now. Today's the first day to turn in petitions if you plan on running for Springfield City Council. There are 5 seats up for grabs. There's the mayor's seat, council members for zones 1 and 4, and general council members A and B. To run, you must be a qualified and registered voter of the city, also be a resident of the city for 2 years immediately prior to the election, and you have to have lived in your zone for at least 1 year if you're going for a zone seat. You cannot be a candidate or nominee for any other paid public office or be a city employee either. Depending, again, on your seat, a certain number of residents will need to sign your petition if you'd like to run. We spoke with Angela Romine, who's running for Zone 1. She says she's excited for the chance to represent the city.
For people to step up, and I can't keep complaining and groaning about what's happening and not doing anything else about it. So I felt like I had to run so that hopefully we can make some better changes. I think that the more choice we have, it challenges others to strive to do better and be better.
The last day to turn in your petition is January 19th. Election day for those open city council seats will come on April 6th. In some news around the Ozarks for you, the 72nd annual Adoration Day Parade made its way to the Branson Landing yesterday. The scene was lit at dusk and the parade kicked off immediately following that. Branson Mayor Ed Akers says the parade is one of the ways the community works to keep Christ in Christmas. The city of Branson is hosting a flashlight candy cane hunt on Friday, December 11th at the Branson Community Center. Go to the Branson Parks and Rec website for more information if you'd like to take part in that. Bikers from around the area gathered in Springfield for the 40th annual Toys for Tots motorcycle ride. Every year, the group comes together to drop off toys for kids who may be in need. The group met at Corwin Ford on Glenstone and rode down to the Oasis Convention Center. Riders say it always feels good to give back to the community.
I have a big crowd every year, and it's just like I say, it's just for a good benefit, help kids out. They can't afford it otherwise.
Just a fun outing for my grandson and I to do something together and to show him a little bit of charity around the holidays and to give back a little bit. If you got a bike, it doesn't have to sit in the garage all winter.
Yesterday's ride was hosted by the Springfield Marine Corps. Also for you this morning in some news from around America, the Chicago Christmas Christmas ship arrived at Navy Pier, bringing 1,200 trees for families in need there. Coast Guard members helped move those trees onto trucks for distribution throughout local organizations. They are purchased through private donations as well. And in some news around the world, a space journey spanning 6 years and 3 billion miles has come to an end. Yesterday morning, Japan's space agency completed the mission to collect samples from an asteroid 180 million miles away. Inside the capsule there was the world's first ever sample from beneath the surface of an asteroid. It's a big milestone for Japan and one that could put the country ahead in terms of space exploration. Fire crews in Australia's northeastern state are trying to help residents of a small island town from more wildfires. Queensland fire officials say that they are closing in on the town of Happy Valley on Fraser Island there. Officials are urging people in that town to leave immediately. Firefighters dropping water from aerial units in an attempt to put out the fires and save structures are ongoing.
We're pulling out all stops. We're trying to stop this fire impacting on that Happy Valley township, as well as managing the other numerous fires that are currently blazing across Fraser Island.
Officials say the evacuations are urgent because cell phone coverage, power, and water services all could be lost. Let's go back to some more local news for you now this morning. A drive-through mobile flu shot clinic will be set up in Webster County for a couple of hours later on today. The clinic is specifically for those with Medicaid or who are underinsured or without insurance. The first 200 kids, ages 6 months to 18 years, and the first 200 adults all will be able to get the shot. No appointments required, but this is happening at the Webster County Fairgrounds in Marshfield from 9 to 11 a.m. Also, the City of Lebanon will be celebrating large-scale renovations to the Cowan Civic Center later today. That'll be happening at 3 o'clock. Renovations include a new covered walkway, an indoor walking track, new carpet, and some completed meeting rooms. Very nice right there. And it's all happening later on. They were done in part of the voter-approved 2018 Capital Improvements Sales Tax Renewal. Don't forget, we're also honoring the contributions women are making here in the Ozarks as part of our Remarkable Women Initiative. We're hoping you'll nominate a woman in your life to potentially be honored on Color 10 and Ozarks Fox for Nexstar's Woman of the Year Award. So we're looking for women who have made community contributions, self-achievements, or a big impact on families. Our committee will select 4 local women for consideration. We'll share their stories in February and March. So there's only a few weeks left to nominate. Go to ozarksfirst.com before December 20th. Go to the Living Ozarks tab at the top of the page and click on Springfield's Remarkable Women for 2021. Also got to let you know, not just for Springfield women, though. That exists for people throughout the Ozarks. So if you're in our area, go ahead and submit that nomination. Very nice, right?
That's awesome. I remember doing that last year, and we saw some really remarkable women.
I love
really cool.
Love being able to tell those stories for
sure.
Yeah, going to be above average today, right?
Yeah, really nice, and that doesn't stop there, Joe. 60s Wednesday and Thursday. It's well above average, but a little cool down. Tracking some rain Friday, Saturday back in the 40s.
All right, thanks so much for joining us and starting your week with us here on Daybreak, everyone. We'll see you back with more news at midday.